Our album Begin has been out for a few months now, and I wanted to share the meaning behind some of the songs. We're gonna take it from the top of the album to the bottom. The name of the album is called Begin because I want to encourage others and myself to take that first step in doing whatever it is you want to do in life. Because if you never begin, you'll never do what you want to do. That's how I feel. Track 1 is Lost My Tongue, and it talks about epilepsy because I'm losing my tongue at the moment. So, track 1 is Lost My Tongue, and it talks about epilepsy and how, so I have epilepsy, and so does my sister. I personally lose my tongue. Everyone gets this from time to time, or deals with this, I guess. You know, you just have a word on the tip of your tongue, and it's just not coming to you. You can't spit it out. That happens to me quite often. So yeah, that's basically what Lost My Tongue is about. It's just like, you know, I wish it weren't like that. I wish I could just find all the words I want to say all the time, but sometimes it's rough just trying to explain to somebody what I'm feeling, but I figure it out. Track number 2 is Small Meat. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch these, but I just want to put them out there in case they find someone. Small Me is about that small version in all of us that used to believe anything was possible. We used to dream about everything, you know. We wanted to be astronauts. We used to draw all these colorful pictures and tell all these creative stories and all that. But at some point, that imagination just kind of goes out the door. But I don't think it should, because there's a lot of value in imagination. So it's about cherishing our younger selves, our creativity, our dreams. Dream is track number 3. I actually don't use guitar, or haven't used guitar in any of our songs yet. Dream is about, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about following your dreams, mine being music. I got my first guitar when I was like 6 or 7 maybe. Growing up, we had this keyboard back here at our house. I asked for a drum set when I was like 12. So yeah, I've just been learning new instruments, and now I'm singing for Ruston Way. The background music that I put in these videos are actually very early versions of each of these songs. So if you're able to tune into it a little bit, you might be able to hear how the song began compared to where it ended up. There's not a lot to dream, really. So we all have passions and hopefully a dream that we can pursue in life. Pursue your dream, pursue your passion, because life is what you make of it. I know it's all cliche, but like, truly, just go for it. Crossing is track number 4. The tiny little town that I live south of Tacoma in Seattle, there are railroad tracks, just like anywhere. But some of the railroad crossings do not have the arm and the bells and the lights that come down and warn you that a train is coming. So one night, I was on my way home, and I had my music cranked, and I was tired, so I was late, and I came to the track that only had a yield sign for a train, and I crossed it, and a thought crossed my head that a train could be coming, and I was not paying attention. But this gave me the epiphany that your life could just be over like that, and that life is precious. So I wrote the song Crossing about this experience and about what I learned from it. Also, these songs are like, they're totally up for interpretation too. I think any song is in general, but I don't want to be like, this is the real meaning. I think whatever it means to you, that's the true meaning. Empty room is 5. So a couple years ago, I dealt with pinched nerves and repetitive strain on the nerves from drumming, and that caused a lot of pain for over a year, and I really isolated myself over that time. I didn't want to do much else other than fix the issue, which I did, and I'm glad I did, because I'm in a way better place. But during that time, I was isolated to this room a lot, and it made me realize there's nothing meaningful for me inside these walls, inside this room. Everything that's meaningful for me is outside. So this is an empty room. Old Man in the Ocean Blue is 6, and it seems to be a favorite of a lot of people. The song was inspired by a movie named A Man Called Otto. The movie's about an old man who feels like he doesn't have much left in his life, so he tries to take his own life. But a new family moves in across the street from him and gives him a new purpose. It's a very emotional movie, and it moved me to create this song. Aside from being influenced by that movie, this song is about letting you know that the world is a better place with you here. No matter how old or how young you are, you should never feel like the world is better off without you. So I want to encourage people to stay here and stay present and focus on the positive things. I know that can be hard at times, but we're all in this together. You know, be kind to each other and help each other out. There's no reason to put each other down. Let's lift each other up. I am halfway through explaining the meaning behind these songs. I hope somebody finds them helpful or interesting. Track number 7 is Bedsheet. There was a point in time, about 4 years ago, where I became very unmotivated, as I'm sure we all were at that time. I usually have very vivid dreams every night, and I stopped dreaming. I usually am very motivated, and I was not motivated. Something that I learned around that time that stuck with me was learning how to just be. Learning how to just sit here and be happy with what I have. At that time, when I wasn't dreaming, it was strange, since I usually have such vivid dreams. But it just kind of made me reflect and think, like, on the scale of everything in existence, physical, mental, everything that exists, I am but a speck. And to me, that's not like a scary or a negative outlook. I think it's freeing. It pushes me to pursue the things that I want to. Bedsheet is whatever you make of it, honestly. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to interpret. I'm still interpreting it. It's kind of what I got for you. Sapling is track number 8. This song wouldn't exist if a longtime friend didn't reach out to me. She reached out and was like, hey, I've been writing poetry. If you ever need some lyrics to a song, you can use some of my poems. So I used some of her poems for Sapling. I know to her the poems probably have a personal meaning, but to me and to everyone else, I'm sure it means something completely different. To me, it means a few things. So throughout the song, it talks about a hatchling and a sapling, and kind of the relationship that they have with each other, and how the two rely on each other to survive, basically. Birds pollinate trees and spread seeds. Trees provide cover for birds, you know. And to me, there's a parallel between nature and our world, where we all rely on each other and we all lean on each other. Also, every piece of life is a constant work in progress, but even the smallest of things can turn out to be the most amazing things as well. Happy One is track 9. When I started Happy One, the lyrics were very down and not so happy, and I just thought to myself, I want to make the lyrics more positive. So I said, I'm gonna make this one a happy one. I referred to the sun a couple times in this song. When I first started writing my own music for Ruston Way, I originally had the idea to call my first album Everyone and the Sun. But the idea is that our sun is this positive thing that unites everybody and everything on this planet and in our solar system. So when I talk about the sun and Happy One, it's kind of a nod to where I was yesterday. The chorus basically says it all. Let's start today. I want to begin and forget about where I was yesterday. Meaning, I want to focus on who I am at the moment and what my capabilities are at this time and improve upon that instead of worrying about who I was yesterday or 5 years ago. Also the little rap part where it says, hi, it's good to see you all. No, seriously, I mean it. It's good to see you when I say that. That's Happy One. Track number 10 is A Chance to Be. So the concept behind this one is sort of like, if you were to wake up tomorrow morning still as a functioning, conscious person, but you forgot everything about your past, you don't even know what it means to be a human, would you still feel so much fear and anxiety and put so much pressure on yourself? Or would you wake up and see the world for the beautiful place that it is? This is a hypothetical scenario, of course, but it's something I like to imagine. The first couple lines of the song are, begin again, let's seize this chance to just be and drop all our accumulated memory. We're made from the same things. I feel like it's easy to get trapped in our own identity instead of taking a step back and just seeing existence for what it really is. Existence is crazy. Like, the possibility of you sitting here listening to me talk about this is unfathomable. That's what A Chance to Be is about. How amazing it is that we get a chance to witness everything around us. I think we should cherish our time here and help others who need help seeing the beauty of everything here. Track 11, the final song of Begin, is Here. If you were to take all of the frames of a movie that you've never seen before and just line it up frame by frame, viewing a movie as one picture would be very hard to understand. It's not until you start focusing on one frame and just letting that play out that the movie starts to make sense. Zooming in and taking it frame by frame has helped me a lot in life. And that's what here is about. Learning from our past, but not dwelling on it. Being hopeful for the future, but not worrying about it. Staying here, in this moment. Not that moment, this moment. I hope you all stay here and continue to show up every day. And if you ever need help with anything, reach out to a friend or a family member. That's it for the commentary. I'm gonna put the audio from this onto YouTube and maybe SoundCloud because I enjoy doing this and I want these to remain in the world for people to hear. This is just the beginning.